There has been a plane crash on the southern tip of and you're looking at the World Trade Center.
Assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining.
A plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
I have another one. Another plane just hit. Right? Oh my God! Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God! It's right in the middle.
Hello everyone. On September 11, 2001, the world witnessed one of the most destructive and shocking terrorist attacks in history. The coordinated attacks on the United States, commonly known as 9/11, left an unforgettable mark on the nation and on the world. Thousands of people lost their life and many families lost their loved ones in this attack, making this day a dark nightmare for the United States. The attack of 9/11 was not an ordinary attack but a warning for the need of global security against terrorism. In this video we will look at the 9/11 attacks in detail and we will also discuss the mastermind behind these attacks. Part 1. The attacks of 9/11. The 9/11 attacks were accurately planned and executed. The attack started with the hijacking of 4 commercial airplanes. At 8:46 a.m., the first American Airlines plane, which was Flight 11, a Boeing 767 with 92 people on board, departed from Boston's International Airport. However, shortly after takeoff, the plane was hijacked by 5 terrorists from the Islamist extremist group Al-Qaeda, which was led by Mohammed Atta. They overpowered the crew and took control of the aircraft. After stabilizing full control on the plane, the terrorists gave commands to the pilots to crash the plane into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City to leave a major mark on the image of the USA. This attack created a feeling of fear and chaos into the people who were present there. They all were just understanding the situation and analyzing what just happened, and suddenly after 17 minutes at 9 a.m., another plane of the United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center, which was hijacked by a group of terrorists including Marwan al-Shehhi, causing a massive fireball and an unimaginable impact. This attack left an impact of fear into the eyes of people who were watching this incident live. The attack doesn't stop here. Another American Airlines plane, which was Flight 77, also a Boeing 757 plane with 64 people on board, was hijacked by terrorists, which was led by Hani Hanjour at 9:37 a.m. The terrorists navigated the aircraft and crashed it into the western side of the Pentagon building, which is the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. This crash into the Pentagon building caused extensive damage and several innocents lost their lives. The terrorists just wanted to leave a lifetime impact on the United States. For that, they hijacked the 4th plane, which was of United Airlines. Flight 93, a Boeing 757 plane carrying 44 people on board, was hijacked by a group led by Ziad Jarrah. When the passengers came to know about the previous 3 attacks on their country, they bravely attempted to regain control of the aircraft. As the hijackers fought to maintain control, and in between, Flight 93 ultimately crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. The target of this flight was the heart of the USA, which was the White House, where the President of the USA lived. Part 2. The motivation behind these attacks. The selection of targets for the 9/11 attacks were strategic and symbolic, aiming to strike at the heart of American power and influence. The World Trade Center towers in New York City represented the economic progress and global significance of the United States, while the Pentagon building, located in Virginia, was chosen due to its significance as the nerve center of the U.S. military. Part 3. The mastermind, Osama bin Laden. The mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks was Osama bin Laden, the founder and leader of the extremist organization Al-Qaeda. He was born in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia in 1957. Osama came from a wealthy and influential family, and he was influenced by radical Islamist ideologies. He started to strongly believe in fighting a war against those who were enemies of Islam, especially the United States. He believed that the United States was a global superpower and responsible for controlling or limiting the actions of Muslim countries in the Middle East. Osama saw the attacks as a way to weaken the United States economically, politically, and emotionally. Part 4. Planning and execution. The planning and execution of the 9/11 attacks involve extensive preparation and coordination by Al-Qaeda operatives. Osama, along with his key associates including Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, came up with a precise plan to maximize the impact and casualties on American soil. the terrorists started training themselves in flight control to familiarize themselves to operate a commercial aircraft. They exploited security loopholes in the aviation system to carry out their plans. The hijackers already filled the plane with box cutters and other weapons, overpowering the flight crews and taking control of the aircraft. The attackers carefully timed their actions to create maximum chaos and confusion. Conclusion: the 9/11 attacks forever changed the world and left an unforgettable impact on the United States. The accurate planning and execution of the plan resulted in the loss of thousands of innocent lives, and led to the need for global security. Osama bin Laden was the mastermind behind the attacks. His actions left an incredible mark on history and initiated a new era in counterterrorism efforts. But later on, the United States military started a search operation for Osama and killed him in Pakistan on May 2, 2011. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.